Dear colleagues, dear participants, good morning to all. Today, our second day of our staff week. Yesterday we were at lovely campus of Anadolu University, and tomorrow we will be at the campus of Eskişehir Technical University, but today we are at home of ours. This building is actually our hotel building, but as it is fully booked during this week, you are not staying here. And this is the multi-purpose hall of our hotel building, which we use during these kinds of events. Yesterday, as the coordinator of International Office of Anadolu University has said, today we are going to talk about more serious things, as my face suggests. So, we will talk about some Erasmus funding opportunities. We will hear about what we do as Osmangazi University here. We will begin with opening speeches of our International Relations Office Coordinator and also Erasmus Institutional Coordinator. He is the Associate Professor, Dr. Mahmut Sami İşlek. I invite him to the stage to make his opening speech. Please. Günaydın. Good morning. Sabah al-khair, but I'm already done. I don't know the rest. So welcome to our campus. Welcome to our university. As Emrah said, today we are going to discuss more serious things. It doesn't mean that yesterday it was all fun. It was also serious. But you learned a little bit Turkish. We would like to contribute that, and also we would like to talk about opportunities of fundings that we can find for our institutions. So this is the first study in Eskişehir staff week, but this is not first for our institution, as also for Anadolu and ESTÜ. We organize these staff weeks every year, but this year is very special for us because we organized it all three universities together. As you understand, we are not rivals. We are sister universities, and we have a very good relationship with each other. And for this reason, today we are really happy and proud because getting together is not always easy thing, and organize this kind of events are not very easy. So today I would like to thank first to my team of International Relations Office, because I know that they work hard, and also I would like to thank our sister universities. They were also working hard on this event. To Anadolu University and to Eskişehir Technical University make so much of efforts to make this event happen. So I don't want to talk a lot because we need your attention for the rest of the day. I would like to say welcome again. I wish you a very pleasant, very fruitful event. In the end of this event, we would like to have more fruitful companion between our institutions, because these staff weeks always are the starting point of future collaborations, because we have some of our partners here. We already have some other projects that we met 2 years ago, we met 3 years ago. We get together and we apply for project, and now we are having this project and so on. So it's a process, and hopefully we would like to have this kind of collaborations, this kind of partnership with all of you. That's it. Thank you very much.
Thanks to the professor for his opening speech. Now I gladly invite our rector, Professor Dr. Kamil Çolak, to make his welcome speech. Please, hocam.
Dear distinguished guests, esteemed colleagues, and dear friends, it's a great honor to pleasure to welcome you all to Eskişehir Osmangazi University as part of study in Eskişehir International Staff Week. On behalf of our university, I would like to express our sincere gratitude for your participation and for bringing your valuable expertise, experiences, and perspectives from different parts of the world. Your presence here truly enriches this event and strengthens the spirit of international cooperation that we all deeply value. The Study in Eskişehir initiative, carried out in cooperation with Eskişehir Osmangazi University, Anadolu University, and Eskişehir Technical University, is not only a promotional effort, but also a strategic step toward building a stronger institutional academic ecosystem in our city. Eskişehir, known as a vibrant and student-friendly city, offers not only high-quality education, but also a rich cultural and social life. With its innovative universities, inclusive atmosphere, and strong academic traditions, our city provides an ideal setting for international exchange and collaboration. At Eskişehir Osmangazi University, we approach internationalization not only as mobility, but as a comprehensive process that integrates education, research, and societal contribution. We believe that meaningful partnerships go beyond exchange numbers. They are built on shared knowledge, joint research, and long-term cooperation. International Staff Week is not only an opportunity to share best practices and institutional experiences, but also a platform to build lasting partnerships and friendships. We believe that the connections you establish here will lead to new projects, joint initiatives, and sustainable collaboration in the future. I would also like to emphasize that today's program at our university has been carefully designed to provide both academic insight and cultural experience. We hope that you will find it inspiring, engaging, and enjoyable. Dear guests, in a world that is increasingly interconnected, cooperation in higher education is more important than ever. By coming together, sharing knowledge, and learning from one another, we contribute not only to our institutions, but also a more inclusive and collaborative global academic community. Once again, welcome to Eskişehir Osmangazi University. I wish you a productive, inspiring, and memorable International Staff Week. Thank you.
I sincerely thanks to our rector for his welcome speech and his presence to join us here. Now we will continue with the presentations of firstly our university, and then we will continue with funding opportunities within Erasmus program, and to the surprise of you, you will take your second Turkish culture class today in terms of language and learning about the details of our culture. Thank you very much, and I proudly invite my vice coordinator, Müge Tamberg, to make her presentation about our university.
Distinguished guests, dear colleagues, dear friends, once again, we would like to say welcome. Actually, we are very excited and also pleased to welcome you at our campus on the second day of our program. And we would like to thank you for your time and your efforts, because you traveled from different parts of the world. So we really appreciate, and it means a lot to us. Let me briefly introduce our university. Unfortunately, I will share again numbers and some lists, some names, but just to give an idea what we have at our university on our campus. You will also see personally today after the networking session. But first, I would like to start with a short video. Let me... Sorry. Challenge with technology, sorry. Some views from the campus, from the main campus and also other campuses. These are our students, by the way. Let's start with the history of our university. Well, actually, we can say that the first faculties of our university, actually, they were founded in 1970s, but then we were part of Anadolu University. Of course, we expanded the academic areas at our university. And today we have 13 different faculties, vocational schools which offer 2 years education, and graduate schools, institutes which offer master's and PhD degrees. Teşekkürler. Research and application centers, And under all these academic units, we have more than 150 departments, programs at all levels. As you can see, we also have our vision and mission, but mainly we can say that we surely, as a university, want to support our students during their study period with a quality education, of course. And what we have also, that we are really proud to have academic units, very professional, on health sciences. So it is one of our objectives to provide efficient health care. It is vital for us. And of course, internationalization is also one of our missions. This is why this kind of networking is very important for us. Let's check the academic units. As I said, we have more than 150 programs and departments, so I will not be able to share all of them here. But just to give an idea what kind of academic areas, subject areas we have in general at our university, we can start with the Faculty of Economics and Administrative Sciences. We have, of course, Faculty of Medicine, which has research hospital, which is located also on this campus. They give service for the patients, not only from the city and also from the neighboring cities. So they serve thousands of patients at the same time. Faculty of Engineering and Architecture, one of the oldest faculties of our university. Faculty of Science. Faculty of Education. And Faculty of Tourism. That hotel is part of our faculty, as my colleague mentioned. Humanities and Social Sciences. We have Faculty of Agriculture. They have their own campus, by the way, a few minutes from our main campus. Theology. Dentistry. And the Faculty of Dentistry also serves the patients because they also have their dental hospital located on this campus. Faculty of Health Sciences. And Faculty of Law, one of the youngest faculties of our university. Faculty of Art and Design. Yes. And what we have in numbers, we have about 30,000 students in total, and almost 2,000 of these students are international students from more than 100 different countries. And a number of our academic staff. As far as I know, most of the research assistants are in the Faculty of Medicine of our university. And what we have more at our campus that we should also mention, because I think these are special, we have a hippotherapy center. What is hippotherapy? They offer therapy with horses, and it is located on this campus again. They offer this service for the individuals with special needs. We again have a special laboratory here. It is also a research center, behavior research center, laboratory, sorry. And this laboratory analyzes the human behavior at different levels. And these studies are carried out with the research and development infrastructure. And we are also proud to have a central research laboratory. This laboratory supports the basic and applied scientific research studies within the university, and also it cooperates with industry, which is important because it strengthens our cooperation with industry. What we do as International Relations Office since 2004 It's been more than 20 years that our office was founded. We mainly have been dealing with mobility projects and working under rectorate. And we are trying to coordinate the university's internationalization strategy, of course, and enhance the institutional partnerships by organizing such events and also increasing the number of agreements, memorandum of understandings. We are coordinating all kinds of works related to mobility projects, and we are conducting 13 different projects concurrently this year, for example. And of course, we are trying to strengthen the university's international project capacity by applying and managing other types of projects, especially under EU projects. We are also trying to welcome mobility students and also staff members from our partner universities, and also conducting visiting researcher program to support the researchers who would like to spend a short time at our university and work with the colleagues from our university. So, yes, I think it's been a short one. Thank you for listening to us.
Yes. Thanks, Müge, for this informative presentation. Now we will continue with another presentation about our culture, about Turkey, and your second Turkish language. Yesterday, I know that you learned how to count 1, 2, 3. That's easy, but today we will go through B2 level in Turkish, and you will see, yes. Yes. And we will provide you a certificate of Turkish language. Yes. As personally speaking, when I travel abroad, comprehending the people's actions or their way of behavior is the most interesting thing that attracts my attention, because knowing something about that culture is one of the important things to make friendships and some collaborations, and that's why I try to learn something about the culture or their language of the country which I travel. So I pay much attention to the culture and the languages. As from mountainous regions to holiday resorts and to plains and to deepest historical artifacts, there is so much to see and to do in Turkey. And as you see on the map, it is actually and literally a bridge between two continents, Asia and Europe. Yes. The official name of the country is Türkiye Cumhuriyeti, Republic of Turkey, and it is founded in 1923. As I said, it's actually and literally a bridge between two continents, and our capital is Ankara, which is only 1.5 hours with high-speed train to Eskişehir. Our largest city is, as you may already know, is Istanbul, with almost 16 million people living there. We have 7 geographic regions distributed all over our lands, and we have 85 million people of population living in our lands. Turkey is made up of actually many different ethnic groups living together in harmony, but as you may think, the majority of our population is the Turks. The Turks first appeared in history in 3rd BC, according to the resources. And the visual you see is Old Turkish, which written Turk in old language, in old alphabet. And by the 4th BC, the Turks had the largest land ownership at that time by the Hun Empire, just west of current China today. And with the Great Selçuk Empire in 1071, it is the first entrance of Anatolian lands of the Turks after they get the victory of Battle of Manzikert against Byzantine Empire, which is led by Roman Diogen. When the year comes to 1299, the world has witnessed the foundation of Ottoman Empire, which will affect all the history of the world for almost about 600 years. The Ottoman Empire was founded in district of Söğüt. It is only 30 minutes to Eskişehir. And the Ottoman Empire's lifetime expands until 1922. And it is the coat of arms of the empire. The music you hear is actually you may know about it from the Turkish series, which is world famous. But it is actually Mehter Marşı, we call it. Mehter Marşı is played during the wars of the Ottoman Empire. But we know it's another feature. Ottoman Empire, when we look at the quick history of it, until 1453, majority of the Balkan lands was the land of the Ottoman Empire. And 1453, the world witnessed one of the most famous conquests of the world. After 55 days of siege, Istanbul fell down, and from that time, the medieval period has come to an end, and it was the start of the early modern period. The end of Roman Empire, it is actually, when the Istanbul fell. And after that conquest, Sultan Mehmet is started to known as Mehmet the Conqueror. In Turkish, Fatih Sultan Mehmet. He was only 21 when he conquered Istanbul. That was a very big victory. And when the year comes 1520, the world witnessed another significant figure in history, Süleyman the Magnificent, or Süleyman the Lawgiver, Ottoman's another sultan. He has the longest service for the Ottoman Empire for 46 years. And the empire reached its largest borders during his reign, from Crimea to Sudan and from the Caspian Sea to Vienna, all was the land of the Ottoman Empire. And he is among the most successful sultan of Ottomans. The map you see shows the lands of Ottoman Empire in 1481. And the next visual you will see is the lands of the empire after the Süleyman the Lawgiver. Yes. When a presentation about Turkish culture is made, I cannot think of mentioning about Istanbul. Istanbul is a very important city all over the world, and of course for us. And you see Hagia Sophia, the great mosque of Hagia Sophia, and the Bosphorus Strait, which is world famous. And does anyone know that street? This one? It is in Istanbul, just next to Topkapı Palace. It is called Soğukçeşme Sokağı, Soğukçeşme Street, and they have still those buildings. It's just next to the Topkapı Palace. Istanbul, the world's most famous transcontinental city. I graduated from Istanbul University. I lived there for 4 years, and every day when I went to the school, I crossed continents. That was a transcontinental travel every day. Istanbul is bisected by the Bosphorus or Marmara Sea. The world's only one city that was the capital for 3 different empires. This is a unique feature of Istanbul. It is Roman Empire, Byzantine Empire, and lastly Ottoman Empire. Istanbul is the Europe's most and the world's 15th most populated city, as you witnessed when you landed at the airport or during your other visits. Istanbul holds 34% of all the artifacts presented in museums in Turkey. So that's a huge number, and there's so much to see in Istanbul. It has a unique geographic and strategic location, and it dates back 8,500 years, its history. And does anyone know this? It is called Tunnel, and it is the world's second oldest metro in Istanbul. It is just built after 12 years of London Metro. The travel time of this tunnel is almost 1 minute. It is so short, but its road is so steep, so you cannot, you may have some difficulty in climbing those hill, so you can use this tunnel. It starts in Karaköy and finishes in Beyoğlu in Taksim. And the Grand Bazaar, it is the world's largest and oldest bazaar, closed bazaar, and it started in 1460 after the conquest of Istanbul. Under its roof, it has 61 streets and 22 gates. You may get lost, and I definitely recommend getting lost. Yes. And over 90 million visitors it attracts each year. And the Hagia Sophia Grand Mosque, it is built in 6th century, and it stands almost over 1,000 years. It was converted to mosque after the fall of Constantinople, not Istanbul, and it is UNESCO World Heritage. Has anyone visited Hagia Sophia? Yes. Yes, Mustafa Kemal Atatürk, veteran Marshal Mustafa Kemal Atatürk. He is the founder of the Republic of Turkey. Veteran Marshal, this title is so important and it is so hard to receive. It is an exceptional wartime honor awarded by a parliament for commanders who, for some, get victory in 3 different battles. And Mustafa Kemal Atatürk has did it and get this title as veteran marshal. And the march you hear is Izmir March. It is written after the Greece forces invaded Izmir. Now, Turkish language. Yesterday you only learned to count, I think. And until what number you learned? 20. Okay.
Where are you from?
I'm from Albania.
How do you say hello in your language?
We say përshëndetje.
Okay, would you like to learn how to say that in Turkish?
Yeah, why not?
Alright, we say merhaba.
Merhaba.
Merhaba.
Merhaba.
Merhaba.
Merhaba.
Merhaba.
Merhaba.
Merhaba.
Merhaba.
Merhaba.
Merhaba.
Merhaba.
Yes, that's how we say hello, and it is merhaba. You have to stress the R sound, merhaba. It unofficially shows your sincerity to the other people. Yes, Turkish language, it is one of the most difficult languages in the world. That is agglutinative language. What it is, we have many affixes to add to the end of the word to make new words. Actually, I didn't introduce myself to you. Yes. Who am I? Who is this guy? I will do it at the end of my the other presentation. But I am Emrah from the International Relations Office. The details will follow later. I'm a linguist actually, translator and teacher of English. And so I'm proud to make this presentation, especially this part. So as I said, we have many affixes to make new words to add at the end of the root. So, actually gitmek means to go. But to say I am going, you must change the gitmek route, gidiyorum. The actual word is gitmek, but to say I am going, you must say gidiyorum. Let's analyze the affixes. The word is terminal devoicing as a rule. You must devoice it. I, auxiliary voice. Your present continuous tense in English. And first singular person affix. So you must add all these affixes to the end of the word. Actually, it is like Spanish, Italian, or French, but some different rules. Turkish language, one letter, one sound. When you see Z, it is Z. When you see B, it is B. Not, especially in German, the letters are pronounced differently. But we have one letter, one sound. So it is easy to read and write, particularly when you learn the alphabet. Every letter corresponds exactly one sound, and vice versa. For example, Turkish S is always S. And Turkish Z is always Z, not Z. We have no articles, no genders, not A and D, and no der, das, die, or el, la, like in Spanish. D, A-N, no difference between he, she, it, no arbitrary genders in front of the words. For example, in Spanish, el carro, el tren, el camión, you must use el, or la rosa, la cama. But we have no genders in Turkish. And no plural forms of the words. If you want to say 5 apples, in English you must add S to the end of the word, but we do not. Beş, you know beş, and elma. Not beş elmas. If you say elmas, it is diamond.
Hi, what's your name?
Elvina.
Oh, great. And where are you from?
I'm from Russia.
How do you say bon appetit in your language?
Приятного аппетита.
Alright, would you like to learn how to say that in Turkish?
Yes.
In Turkey, we say afiyet olsun.
Afiyet olsun.
Afiyet olsun. Afiyet olsun.
Afiyet olsun.
Afiyet olsun.
Afiyet olsun.
Afiyet olsun.
Afiyet olsun.
Afiyet olsun.
Afiyet olsun.
Afiyet olsun.
Afiyet olsun.
You hear the last man? Afitos. And one Spanish guy, I think, Afiyet awesome, he said. Yes, we have inverted word order when compared to other languages. As Turkish is not in the European language, we changed the word order. It belongs to Altaic language family. So in English, Mike is playing a ball, but in Turkish you have to change the order. Mike a ball is playing, and that is Mike top oynuyor. Here top is ball, oynuyor. Does anyone analyze the word oynuyor? What do you think its root? Oyn. It is actually oynamak, mekmak, oynamak. Oynuyor, o oynuyor, he is playing. But if I want to say I am playing, I say oynuyorum. Turkish language, it is a sticky one. What is that? We stick the words and affixes to form different words and even sentences. For example, we are at home. In English, you use 4 different words, but in Turkish, evdeyiz. That's all. Evdeyiz. Ev means house. The locative case, when you compare in English, in, on, at pronouns, and yes, this is the hardest part. First person plural and the verb to be, no necessity to use we, and it is evdeyiz. Turkish has some harmonious vowels. If you use, I will say in Turkish, e, I, ö, ü, the whole word must be in that vowels to make harmony of the word. We have some different rules, but if the word starts with I, it must continue with I, Ö, Ü. And the other part, A, I, O, U, they are hard vowels, and the other ones are, we can say, thin vowels. And our pronouns, Turkish has 6 different people, like other languages do. Ben, sen, o, ben, me, sen, you, o, he, she, it. Each of these has its own affix. If I say my microphone, I say benim. If you want to say your, you must say senin. You must add some affixes. And we have polite plural when we talk. When talking with new acquaintance, someone who is older than you and someone in authority, you had better say nasılsınız. For example, do you know nasılsın? It means how are you? You use it in English to say to your rector or to your mother. But in Turkish, I had better say nasılsınız to the persons older than me or someone in authority. Okay. We will have a break, short break, and then we will continue with Turkish culture and funding opportunities. We have 10 minutes break. Thank you. Okay, we are going on with a mini presentation about Turkish culture. Yes. In Turkish culture, we have a traditional greeting which you had better apply when meeting with someone new, meeting with friends, and meeting with elderly. But those 3 are different way of behavior while meeting those people. This is hand kiss and put your forehead, not on the kiss, you must kiss and put your forehead.
You can practice with me. I have my
You must practice it, no, not must, you had better practice it when meeting with elderly. Meeting with friends, or let's start with meeting with someone new. It is a European way of meeting, just handshake. But if you meet with your friends, you start with handshake, kiss both cheeks, but not, but not your lips, with your cheeks, or a postmodern meeting, and especially the guys practice it. We do not touch our cheeks, we touch our corner of foreheads to the corner of other person.
You should be showing all this. We don't understand what is going on.
Something new. This is a friend. Very close.
Yes, this is traditional way of greeting in Turkish style. And Turkish food, you know, it's world famous. And it is one of our important figures of our culture. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. But we do not practice it every day since we have so many hectic jobs and rush everywhere in limited times. This is the classical Turkish breakfast. Especially we do it during weekends. And you see lots of options to select, and it is actually very traditional and classical way of having breakfast in Turkey. Maybe you see at hotels, especially on the Mediterranean resort, open buffet concept, you see lots of options to select. But when it comes to dinners, it is actually cuisine festival, which we will personally experience on Thursday. Promise. Yeah. And chai. Chai. I cannot call it tea. This is chai. Chai is the most important tool, not a drink, most important tool of getting together, having a chat, getting rid of your tiredness. If you are hot, if you are cold, if you want to have a break, after breakfast, during breakfast, after lunch, during dinner, anytime, anytime. Yeah. And Turkish coffee. It has an intense taste and unique preparation and great serving methods in traditional way. This is the classical cup of Turkish coffee, and it is the most luxurious way of serving it. Besides it, there must be a glass of water and Turkish delight with it, because since it is consumed generally without sugar, and since it has an intense taste, Turkish delight makes the taste in your mouth smooth. And colonia, our unique hand sanitizing method. When someone comes to your home, the first thing to do is pouring some colonia to their hands. Actually, we were not aware the importance of it until pandemic. You know, during the pandemic, during the COVID-19, the world started to look for some hand sanitizers and colonia, but we have it already at our homes, so we directly applied to that sanitizing method, which we already do. Yes, the evil eye, it is called nazar boncuğu. It's a talisman thought to protect from danger. Nazar. We call it nazar. For example, when I'm walking and trip here and fall down, we call it nazar. The devil's eye. And to protect ourselves from that nazar, we use nazar bonju. I don't know if I have it in my pocket. Maybe I have in my pocket. And it is used everywhere. At homes, offices, restaurants, cars, buses, minibuses, you can see it everywhere. Everywhere. In different shapes, different colors, different styles.
Hi, what's your name?
Hello, my name is Ashraf.
Great, where are you from?
From Morocco.
How do you say thank you in your language?
Shukran.
Okay, would you like to learn how to say that in Turkish?
Of course.
Teşekkür ederim.
Teşekkür ederim.
Teşekkür ederim.
Teşekkür ederim.
Teşekkür ederim.
Teşekkür ederim.
Teşekkür ederim.
Teşekkür ederim.
Teşekkür ederim.
Teşekkür ederim.
Teşekkür ederim. Teşekkür ederim.
Teşekkür ederim.
Teşekkür ederim.
Teşekkür ederim for listening.
Teşekkür ederim is a verb. Ederim is the word. Teşekkür ederim. I thank you. But teşekkürler is just the word. It's like many thanks. Thanks.
Yes.
Teşekkürler you can say. Yeah, it's short way. Thanks. Teşekkür.
But linguistically, the correct form is teşekkür ederim. Yeah, because teşekkür word do not have plural form. Is a linguist.
Come on, don't be a teacher right now.
I missed so much. Yes, that was our presentation about our culture and about our language. Now we will go through another presentation. And let me now introduce myself. I am Emrah, and I've been working for 14 years at Osmangazi University. My first 7 years was at Technology Transfer Office as a vice coordinator and expert of European funding programs. And my second 7 years spent in International Relations Office as an expert of Erasmus ICM project, Key Action 2s, and the relatively newly one, European Solidarity Corps. You already, almost all of you are our partners within Erasmus ICM program. And you came here within a project. We let your universities know about the budget. They published a call. You applied for it and applied to it and qualified for it, and then came here. And we will pay your grant on Friday as a means of mobility, Erasmus mobility. This is the first entry level into a collaboration. This is the easiest one of setting up a collaboration between universities. In this presentation, I will try to create another vision from mobility to strategic collaboration. How can we move forward from mere mobility partnership to a strategic collaboration? Actually, as an office, we think mobility partnerships and Erasmus ICM collaborations have to be converted into strategic collaboration partnerships. That's why we would like to try to make a vision about this. Yes, the first question to be answered is how universities can move beyond exchange and build impactful joint projects. It takes time, we know. But with some of the universities here, presenting here, we have succeeded converting mere mobility into strategic collaboration partnerships. I can give their names. From Ukraine, Zhytomyr Polytechnic University. We have been partners from 2019. And it is 7 years, and now we are a strategic, I can say that we are a strategic collaboration partner in Erasmus Key Action 2s, capacity buildings, and so on. And our relatively new partnership from Palestine, from Hebron University, it goes fast actually, because we met together in 2024 in Diyarbakir, and now we are a partner in capacity building application. Yeah, I can skip this slide. You see the Erasmus program overview. There are 3 key actions, and you are here within the first key action. This is just mere mobility programs. But we have to widen our horizon, and we have to go beyond the mobility. What could be built together? We have to think about it. Erasmus is not only about exchange, it is about bringing the institutions together. It is also a platform for institutional development, innovative teaching and learning, joint project creation, international visibility, and long-term strategic partnerships. Today, I do not want to present Erasmus as a list of calls. There are lots of calls, and you see this. I want to present it as a shared opportunity space. The key question here is not only how we can send and receive staff and students. This is not the question. The actual question is, what can we build together as partner universities? We have to find a common answer to this question if we would like to make a strategic collaboration for the years ahead. Roadmap for universities here, as you may already know, this is our first step, mobility and short-term collaboration. Especially within the ICM program, we have lots of fruitful partnerships with our universities. The ICM partnerships is not like regular mobility partnerships, especially we do with European ones. Because we come together, write a project, specify our priorities, and then prepare the project. So ICM mobilities should be converted into joint development projects for the next step, and as a last step, we have to reach institutional transformation through this collaboration. The Erasmus structure allows universities, to grow cooperation step by step. So we have to make use of these opportunities by using this roadmap. Mobility, it is the entry point everybody knows, and actually it is the entry point everybody likes, because it is only traveling, maybe some teaching, and maybe some training, but it is the entry point. Higher education mobility can support student mobility, staff teaching mobility, staff training mobility, which you are here, and blended mobility or blended intensive programs. These are the entry-level points for long-lasting collaborations. Student mobility, we carry out student mobility. Now we have two Ukrainian students from Zhytomyr Polytechnic here in Osmangazi University, and one student from Palestine, from Hebron University. Of course, we have another students, but I would like to point out that through ICM program, this is the first entry point, student, then staff, then collaborations. Actually, this is usually where trust begins. through these mobilities. Mobility is not only a mobility mechanism, it is not a mere mobility, it is often the first step, I think, toward academic networking, curriculum dialogue, and future project designs. What can be built before a large project? Possible first joint steps is, we think, staff weeks, like we do here. We get together, we know each other, and we can talk about the next steps of our collaboration. And after my presentation, you will have your networking session and maybe indulge in some collaborations at your field. And other first steps can be job shadowing or peer learning, like staff training mobility, joint workshops or summer schools, a BIP on a shared academic theme, and co-designed short module or micro course, which are a bit difficult than staff weeks or job shadowings. We think that not every partnership has to begin with applying to a large project. In many cases, a small academic collaboration helps partners test compatibility, know each other, define common priorities, and identify the strongest project idea in their fields. And we have to answer this question here. What can we co-design in the next 6 or 12 months with all these partners here? If we would like to convert our mobility partnership into a long-lasting strategic collaboration, we can think about what can be done in the next 6 or 12 months. And another partnership opportunity is cooperation partnerships, turning ideas into structured projects. These are the best suited for developing new practices, creating tools and methods, strengthening networks, boosting institutional capacity, and internationalizing activities. But I must underline the fact that cooperation partnerships are submitted to the national agencies of the countries, and the participation of third countries, according to the language of the program guide, not associated to the program, requires the participation of third countries to make a real reason why you add this partner to your consortium. But they are easy to write, easy to build upon, and especially with refugees or digital transformation ideas, we can make use of also these calls to make our collaboration move forward. It is practical, collaborative, and easier to communicate to academic staff, these calls. Another one, it is the prestigious one, capacity building in higher education. I know there are some colleagues who has more experience than me in these projects. These capacity building calls are the most significant ones if you aim at institutional change at your university. And these calls are especially relevant for modernization of higher education, curriculum reform, governance and institutional capacity, digital transformation, internationalization, and regional or system level impact. It has 3 different budget strengths, from 200,000 euros and 800,000 or 1 million euros, and it is the most prestigious ones. And capacity building calls or projects goes beyond exchange and supports institutional development, institutional change, or curriculum reform at your institution. We can almost aim to apply for these calls. And another one, alliances for innovation. It's a very competitive call and hard to figure out, but it's also an option for visionary colleagues. It's a strong option for academic cooperation and innovation ecosystems. It is actually a transformative call because you can work with industry, business representatives, vocational education and teaching partners or systems, and innovation ecosystems. These can be used for, again, visionary projects. And Erasmus Mundus, which you may have already heard about it, it has two different calls: joint masters or design measures. Joint masters is the most, let's say, luxurious one, because you have a world-class master's program which which students can apply from all over the world to join the master's program. But the Commission, European Commission, started a new call for this Erasmus Mundus issue. It is called Design Measures, and it is ideal for those wishing to dive in Erasmus Mundus joint masters but lacks institutional capacity. It is for creating the base curriculum and conditions for selecting students. It has 60,000 euros budget, and the only thing you do is to create your curriculum, specify your conditions, and then wait for the real joint masters program. Yes, we are very experienced on the design measures program because we carried out a project when during the first year of the call. We created a curriculum, an interdisciplinary curriculum in neuromarketing, but we are waiting for the right time to apply for joint masters and open for partnerships. Another one is the Jean Monnet. Jean Monnet is, personally speaking, is the easiest one because anyone here can write and submit it. It's a personal call. The only thing you must do is to make some connections with your field, with your major, with some European priorities, and then make the application. It is useful for EU studies teaching, policy-oriented academic works, thematic modules, and chairs. Jean Monnet is a very strong option for institutions or faculties that want to build expertise and visibility around European Union studies. But we have to consider the fact that not every action fits every partnership, because you know there are hundreds of pages in program guides, and we must read through it. Eligibility for the call depends on the action and the status of participating countries. There are some limitations on the participation of third countries not associated to a program. So when a call is published, all the rules must be clearly read to grasp the meaning and the concept of the call. And this is one of the most important practical points when starting a partnership and collaboration. And a realistic building up of a collaboration, how a partnership can grow over time, I want to show it. We can start with mobility and academic contact, and then a small joint academic activity like this. So we can say that we are on the second step of building a collaboration, strategic collaboration. Then we can join or create a structured project for Jean Monnet or Key Action 2020. And as a last step, a structured project like capacity building, or I forgot to change the last step. Yes, it is written actually capacity building there. Do you see? No. Okay, I see. Yes, we have to find which opportunity best matches our shared strengths. For the next session, you will sit and have your networking sessions, and I recommend you also think about your shared strengths. What common teams connect our institutions? Which format is most realistic for that specific collaboration? What could be the first step, and which action could become our medium term or long term goal? Yes. Thanks for your attention. I would like to summarize all the important points. Overview. I would like to draw an overview because you will have your meetings now, and please consider these opportunities also when having your meetings with your colleagues. Thank you for listening. Thank you for attending. Now you can find your tables at the background. They are separated by their discipline. We have some papers written, so you can sit on your desk depending on your field. Thank you.